Alright, so it's now gone 7:36 in the morning. I'm just finished milking there and feeding the calves, and Gerry is just behind me here on the mini digger. And we're starting to get this site ready. Percolation holes over there, remember, they're opened, and I want to throw this good topsoil into them percolation holes so we can fill it. Can I hit one board with 2 stones? Can I hit 2 stones, 1 board? What a more line. Okay, so I've got my first load of topsoil on the back, and I'm just bringing it over here to the other farm, just in front of the cottage, well, just over from it, where we sank our percolation holes, and they're all tested out and done with, and so I want to fill them in. They're big, open, dangerous holes. One of them's quite deep, so but 3 load of nice topsoil here that I'll bring over from that job. It'll fill them holes up. I also get to look at my calves on over here. Well, it's an early start this morning, so it is, and at the minute I'm looking at my phone too, because I have a cow with a pair of feet starting to come out as well in the calving pen. She's one of the last 2 to calve, and the other one will be calved tomorrow, the next day. Stragglers, but they're better late than never. But it's just her timing for the leg she had a calved yesterday, or tomorrow, or tonight. Nope, right now. Alright, just when Gerry's walking away there, we have a black something on the ground. I just want to run out really quick and check that it's alright. I see movement, so I'm laying it kind of funny. I don't want to go in near her because she can be a feisty enough girl. You're laying it kind of upside down, inside out. Just going to bring him out, keep you out of my way for a minute. Up you get, no man. That's better. That's so much better. Now, what are you? Girl or boy? Here, boy. Sorry, mate, I'm going to have to pull this gate over your head. There we go. Leave you to it. He was laying it kind of twisted inside out, but it wouldn't do him any harm. That calf would give a big jump in a very short time, and she'd lick it into place anyway. But it's a nice, healthy size Aberdeen Angus bull. So I'll leave her there. I'm going to watch her, see will the calf suck in the next couple of hours. If it doesn't, we'll put her into the parlour, milk her, and feed her ourselves. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that most of them Aberdeen Anguses, they're fairly feisty and they don't be long getting up and drinking. There's a water pipe that's lying out the bed bank. It's feeding from your house this direction. So we had a water pipe there in the middle, which we hit. So that water pipe runs back here across this yard into these 2 slatted sheds. So we'll get that hooked back up tonight. It was inevitable we were going to hit it. We'll solve that easy enough. He'll sink a new trench much deeper and put the new pipe in. Right, so welcome back. It's now almost 8 o'clock at night and it's been a long day, and I'm a brutal YouTuber, I must say it, because I didn't record much today. It's been flat out just a lot of pipes, a lot of connecting pipes, a lot of running new water pipes. Yeah, it just kept us busy, and it's been warm. It's been really nice day. Gerry's just filling some 804. We have the whole yard here done with 804, but we have too much here at the back part, so I'm going to draw it up here and start putting it on this pass in a wee corner here in front of me, just to save Gerry having to bring it back and forth with the small bucket on the digger. So I'm just after finishing off milking. We had a calf born this morning, very stubborn, didn't want to drink at all, and normally them Aberdeen Angus's will jump up, like I said, and drink, but this calf never got up. It still hasn't got up yet. Now that's not out of the norm, but 9 out of 10 of the Anguses will get up and suck themselves. This one didn't, so just had a stomach tube it there because we couldn't get enough obeisance into it. So that took a bit of time, but it has to be done. The animal is the most important thing. So kind of been jumping from one thing to the other. I also was short on pipe. We had to go up and get 2 6-inch pipes, sewage pipes, which is running across here. And we put loads of 6-inch to 4-inch connectors on. I'll explain the whole thing after. We have a pipe over there for a well. I'll show you that later on. I'll go through the whole thing, but we have a nice looking yard here. It's looking good. Little job we got Gerry to do when he was here, and having the mini digger made it actually much handier to do, and that was to just take the sods out of the bottom of this drain here. A lot of water comes down in these upper hills, and there's plenty of shores coming out here in different places, and having this open is very important. If this drain here isn't kept clean, it'll start to soak under the lane, and it'll come out in this lower field here, and you can, well, see sort of in the camera the way it's dug up around the gap here especially. The grass is growing up through it now and it's starting to dry out thankfully, but it did get badly cut up, and that is coming from this drain because it got clogged up after the last few years, and especially last year with all the rain. So now that it's clean, the water's running again. I don't think you can see it, but the water is running again, and I'll keep that open. Alright, so we're over here now in this spot, and you can see this is where we drew all our clay to, and this was where the percolation holes was. It was ideal for filling this all up. Gerry levelled it out. I'm not sure if he was here this morning or last night when he was finished. I'd say he probably did it last night, but it's done now. I just have to shake a wee bit of seed on it and gather up all the bits of stones and bits of stuff on it, and that's another little job filled in and done. So it's Sunday morning, and it was actually finished here on Friday evening, if I remember right. Yeah, Friday evening we're done. We've done it all in one day, and have to say, what a difference. It speaks for itself, and it looks so much more open and fresh, and I can't put it in words, but I'm very happy the way it has turned out. So unfortunately I didn't get to fill him a whole pile. I kind of knew that was going to happen. It's very hard when you're milking the cows and dealing with the farm stuff for cow calving, and then putting in pipes and cutting the pipes to length and going to the co-op to change pipes, which we had to do as well. It's very hard for me then to have time to pick up a camera. So I done my very best to film what I could. But I am going to explain to you now. I'm just going to go over really quick of what actually was done. So I was just turning the milk machine off just before 7 o'clock, and Gerry just landed, jumped straight onto the tractor, and the first thing we did was we stripped the drive off going down. You seen us loading it into the trailer. I already had this lined out. I said before in a previous video we were going to go right to the back of the tree, which we did. So we took out quite a lot a soil out here, because if we didn't, it was going to end up in a very, very soft area. So the best thing to do with that was to remove it all, right back until where the sand, that real tough stuff, started, which was around about here. And then we had to come along and put in quite a bit of filling in here. So we've a lot of shale and big stones and stuff filling this whole area up underneath. So that will leave this area solid. But underneath here where you're looking, we have 2 down pipes there, which join into a manhole there, which brought a 4-inch pipe down to about here. We also cut the down pipe that's coming from here. It used to run across over here, but it was very, very shallow. So we buried it a lot deeper and brought it across, and we joined it into a 45-degree joint just there. Then we went and got 6-inch sewer pipe, which is actually this stuff over here. That's one length is left. Good strong pipe. Because we have 4-inch pipes, they're all coming from down pipes from the main house itself. These 2 here, this one here behind me, we decided to put in a 6-inch pipe because it needed it to carry all that flow of water, especially if you had a big downpour, it wouldn't be fit to take it. And we uncovered a concrete 6-inch pipe here anyway, that all that water was originally flowing into. So we joined a 6-inch plastic sewer pipe into that, and we got 6-inch to 4-inch joiners. So we had a T-joiner, I think, somewhere around here, which we had a 4-inch pipe coming down there, and over here we were fit to do the very, very same. And I know now it's solid and done. We didn't put a manhole or an AJ in here. Reason being, well, you'd be driving across it and the pipe is a hell of a depth under here. We had to dig a hell of a depth. Reason why it was so deep, 2 things. My father built this garden up originally when he first came here. Horse and cart, diesel 20. Between the combination of both, he took it down from the hill above and raised this whole garden up. This area down here was also raised, but everything around it was raised so much that it left it very deep underground. So we had a hell of a hole here, and there was no point in putting an inspection point or an AJ in there, because it'd be that far into the ground you could really do nothing with it. There is an AJ there, which that 6-inch pipe is going into. We also have one over here as well. So we do have access to flush this pipe out if anything was to go wrong, but I can't see that happening. And if it does, we should be fit to flush it out with that. You'll see here now we have our water pipe coming up here for the well. So this is our inch water pipe just coming out of the ground there now. There will be a concrete base going across here, that's for a future project, but that'll be for our water tank that'll be going somewhere around here. This guy here is going to have to be moved, so we'll have to make a steel frame inside that sheeting and mount that higher up out of the way so we can get our water tank just in here, because that's just bang on right in the way. But at least our water pipe is there now. We can work with that after. So that water pipe comes out about 1.5 meters from the wall and runs the whole way down here. We didn't go any further with it down to the well because Gerry was in the mini digger. The 2 of us had a chat about it, and I have other jobs I want Gerry to do with the bigger machine. And he said, you know what then, maybe wait until the bigger machine is here, because it'll save you an awful lot of time. It'll be several hours digging down that field, and it'll be only about 1.5 hours with the big machine. So we left our roll there, we were fit to sink our trench down there and carry on down the field with that. So here is 2 plants that had to come out, and we had to chop this one down. It was very overgrown, and we probably will have to pull it out as well. It's in an awkward old spot. It's not a very nice plant. Here we have a carpet rose, which is going down in front of my house. This, my sister tells me, is spotted laurel. It's a good enough ball of a root on the boat, so we didn't damage the roots, and both of them definitely be fit to be replanted. We'll have to water them down, get them into the ground fairly soon, but that's where our 2 plants went. I want to put kerbs right around here on both sides, and at least it'll give you a nice edge to work from. And then eventually, when this beds down and gets a bit of traffic on it for a while, we'll concrete this. Just concrete down to here for now and leave it at that. At least then when it's going up to the street, it's cleaner looking. As always, Gerry, you can't bait him on a machine. As I say, the machine's not half as important as the person that's on it. And by looking at that, you can see yourself, he's a master at what he does. And I'm going to leave it there for now. It's Sunday. I have to put a fence up for the night. Now I'm going to sit down for a wee while, maybe have a beer, and then we'll start a whole new week. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this bit of rooting. See you soon. We're back to the old girl. Come on. There she goes. Sometimes just all you need is a bigger hammer. Oh, it's not good looking stuff. Now this is going to work. We tips here to see. That's more like it. Oh, that's the noise you wanted to hear. Quite a bit of an overflow there. And that's transmission. The question now is, has all that work been worth it? That's the only way of finding out.